Hi.
What are you doing?
I'm reading this letter from prison, and this one's a good one.
Tell me what the selection process is like.
If I see something that I feel like has a real shot and just like moves me, then I'll send it to my attorneys that look over everything to make sure that it's legitimate. I have always been really fascinated with crime, true crime, the law, and I told my dad years ago that I was really into criminal justice, and he was like, this will stress you out so much. You do not really want to take this on. But I think now, having gotten so deep in helping Alice, I'm really motivated to get to know the law more and fight for people that deserve a second chance like her.
So they examine the case and make sure that it's even something that's possible?
Yeah.
For them to be freed?
Yeah.
So how many cases do you do at a time?
So it's, with Alice, it was one. But you know, usually this takes like years to get to this place. They say the average time to get someone clemency is 7 to 10 years.
I'm super proud of you, Kim. That, like, you really do take all of this really seriously, and I think that they're lucky that you listen.
Yeah, but it really is overwhelming how much people write. You know, I do want to read and see what, you know, if there's the right cases, like what I can do to help.
Please get a plate of the California cheese.
Yep.
Oh my God, yours. And some pita. Favorite. Thank you. And some cheese breads.
Yep.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to see you. I haven't seen you since you've been doing all this amazing work.
I know.
You're so smart. Who knew? Us college dropouts. I'm so proud of all the work you're doing. And I can't believe that you went to DC.
I know. I love it. It's so much fun, but it's kind of crazy because I'm learning it all as I go. Like, I spend more time on this than I do really anything else. It's insane. But it's like so fun to be around people that like super smart, get it, like want the same thing. I was talking to this girl, Jessica. She's like literally one of the top prison reform attorneys. So Jessica and I were talking, and she's like, you know, there's this apprenticeship that you can do in the state of California. You can bypass your degree and go straight into law school. There's only like a few states that do this. Jessica Jackson is an attorney who I met through Van Jones. I kind of explained that I was really into criminal justice and being a lawyer. So she offered to basically be my teacher in law school. I literally have to fly to San Francisco every week. I'm here so that we can just get in lots of hours and study and get started.
So I'm super excited to have you here today. I have a present for you. I don't know if it's the kind of present you're gonna like or hate.
What is it?
You're gonna hate it soon.
It's work.
Ugh.
Uh-oh. Perfect present. Law books. Thank you so much.
So these are the first 3 subjects we're gonna be tackling, and obviously I'll be with you for 5 hours a week going through these. But in your off time that I'm not with you, you're gonna be reading this on your own. And I'm sending you a written document that explains all of this in detail. So read through that first, and then I want you to read through the introduction of each of these books. And then we're gonna talk through them during our next 5 hours.
I'm dealing with my 3 kids, I'm dealing with my career, the 4th baby coming, and the stress of law school. Just because you do an apprenticeship does not mean that it's anything less. I mean, you have to put in 18 hours a week. It is a full commitment. I won't have time for events, for favors, for friends, for literally anything for 4 years. I don't know what to do. How am I gonna have another kid? How am I gonna study? How am I gonna read? How am I gonna do this all? I just had like a 14-hour day. It's a lot of work. I kind of don't know if I'd want to take away time from the kids and from you.
I think you could get in control of your schedule, and you just gotta like sit back and analyze like what are your distractions. Once you manage your time, you'll be able to manage your time to be able to give attention to me, attention to the kids, and attention to law that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
You know what's fire about that, and just why we're so blessed, is like to be able to get the mentors. Like that means the universe really wants this to happen. Like, it's beautiful. It's like your dad.
Yeah. Yeah. From day one, Kanye has always been someone in my life who's always pushed me to do what I want to do, no matter what the rules are, no matter what people say. So the fact that he is supporting me in this journey, knowing that for the next 4 years, it would take time away from him and our kids, means a lot to me and gives me the confidence that I really need, and that like extra push of someone around me to be like, I know you can do it. Like, you got this.
Yeah, maybe you can find somebody to get me out of some of my up deals.
Yeah.
My wife a lawyer now. I bet you I get out this contract. You know what I'm saying?
I know you can't wait until then, but in 4 years, I can go to court for you. What happened with your White House visit? Have you heard anything?
Yeah, the visit went really well.
That's amazing.
And if we want to get people out of prison in the federal system, we can get clemencies, you got to talk to the president. Or we can get bills passed, you got to have his signature. So any press we get to this issue is really helpful. We need to be getting it out there that people are talking about prison reform. They're wanting to see prison reform happen.
Yeah. This weekend, I'm gonna be on a panel with Van Jones talking about criminal justice reform. The ultimate goal here is to get Trump to endorse the First Step Act. So in the meantime, we're just gonna keep on talking about it, and hopefully enough people will get on board and really believe in this.
Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian.
Talk about the First Step Act.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, he's about to do it.
Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it. Working together with my administration over the last 2 years
These members have reached a bipartisan agreement
on prison reform legislation
known as the First Step, and that's what it is. It's a first step, but it's a very big
First Step.
Today, I'm thrilled to announce my support
For this bipartisan bill. Thank you very much.
Amazing.
You got me a
Being in the room with Van and Alice and everyone that had been fighting so hard for this First Step Act to pass, and seeing Jessica right there with the president, it's so exciting.
3 months during the post-pregnancy period.
Like, beyond. Just the energy of how happy everyone is about this decision. It's just such a special moment.
I love your socks. Those are awesome.
She dressed herself today.
Look at those socks. Those are so cute.
So Kanye and North came to San Francisco with me, and it does feel really good that Kanye really believes in me and wants to help support me in something that I want to do, and just, you know, reassures me that I shouldn't put limits on myself. Yeah. Call me if you need anything.
This is for you. So these are your syllabi.
I read through this, it was like interesting. I was like, oh, cool, I'm learning something. Snoozed through contracts. I literally was like could hardly get through it. Criminal law, I literally blinked and it was like,
Yeah.
I read it. Yeah.
So the way you start your briefing is by doing a brief fact summary. So you'll read the case and you'll write down what the facts are. So when you're reading through the case, let's say pink is your facts color, right? So every time you read a case, pink will be your facts color. You can change those.
Jessica and Aaron are like the best teachers ever. It really motivates me that it's like these two women that work so hard. I'm not afraid to work hard. I'm not afraid to spend the late hours. So I think the timing's actually perfect. It's gonna be really hard, but it's also really important to me to keep this private for a while so I can stay committed and focused.
You want to highlight that yellow because that's the part that is the issue.
The best way to change the system is to really know the system. So I'm excited to really take this on and to really focus, because I feel like we can make such a difference. Bye, guys.
All right, I'm gonna give you a hug goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.